In this video on Mogol TV, you can try yourself as a detective and solve 5 mystical puzzles. Only a few you will solve all puzzles correctly. After you hear a puzzle, you can pause the video, think over it, give your answer, and then press play to hear the correct answer. In the comments below the video, don't forget to write how many of the 5 puzzles you solved correctly. Number 1. The first puzzle won't exactly be a detective one, but it will test your ability to notice small details, which is probably the most important quality for a detective. So, look at these 4 hands and tell me, which one is the extra one? So, if you were trying to figure out what gestures mean, you were on the wrong way. The important thing is that all the gestures except the OK gesture were shown with the left hand, but the OK gesture was shown with the right hand. This hand is the extra one. Now let's solve some detective puzzles. Thumbs up if you like solving detective puzzles. Number 2. An incident at a hotel. A woman was in her hotel room when someone knocked on the door. When she opened it, she saw a stranger. The man in turn was surprised and said, "I'm sorry, I have the wrong room. I thought it was my room." When he left, the woman closed the door and immediately called the hotel security. So why did she suspect something was wrong? So, the correct answer is that the woman suspected something was wrong because the man knocked on the door. In fact, if he really thought it was his room, he wouldn't have knocked. That is usually how thieves act to check whether someone is in the room or not. Let's go to the next puzzle. Number 3. Suicide or murder. The detectives arrived at the scene. A body was found there. According to eyewitnesses, the man had jumped out the window of an abandoned 4-story building. One of the detectives entered the building from which the man had jumped, went to the 2nd floor, looked out the window under which the body was laying, smoked a cigarette, opened the window, and threw the butt out. Then he went up to the 3rd and 4th floor and did the same thing on each floor, smoked a cigarette, opened the window, and threw the butt out. When he came downstairs, he went up to his colleague and told him it was a murder. How did he understand it? So, it's all about the details. As you know, those who commit suicide by jumping out of a window don't close the windows afterwards. But the detective had to open a window on each of the floors to throw the butt out, so it was murder. Number 4. Smuggling. A man on a bicycle with 2 bags crossed the US-Mexico border every day. The border guards were constantly checking his bags, and each time they found sand there. They were sure the man was smuggling. Having no evidence, they couldn't charge him with a violation. Help the border guards. What exactly was the man smuggling? As you know, it is best to hide valuables in the most visible place. No one will look for them there. The man was actually smuggling bicycles. Number 5. Suicide recording. A man was found shot in the apartment. Next to him, the detectives found a gun and a voice recorder. When they pressed play on the voice recorder, they heard, "I can't live like that anymore." Then the detectives quickly found out that it had been a murder. Here's the question. Why did they decide that the man hadn't committed suicide? The answer is actually quite simple. If the man had shot himself, he wouldn't have been able to rewind the audio tape to the beginning. The conclusion is that someone else did it. Be sure to write in the comments how many of the 5 puzzles you solved correctly. Don't forget to visit Mogol TV group in VK. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell to be informed about new videos. And of course, leave your comments below the videos.